Today in our readings, we meet three people stuck in dead ends. The first two are Abraham and Sarah, who are advanced in years and childless. Of course, in the ancient world, to be childless was to be left without a future, without a heritage. It was a terrible fate, a terrible curse. Abraham and Sarah have been in this state of childlessness for so long that they have lost hope. They have resigned themselves to this dead end. So much so that when the Lord comes to them and reminds them of his promise that he will grant them a child, even in their old age, Abraham laughs, just as Sarah had laughed before. Yet God fulfills this promise, and even at their advanced age, grants them a son, Isaac, the fruit of God's promise. In the gospel, we meet another person in the dead end of leprosy. But this leper has not let the darkness and burden of his disease choke and strangle his hope. No. He marches up to Jesus and says to him, "If you wish, you can make me clean." And Jesus solemnly says to him, "I do wish it. I do will it be made clean." And of course, he is healed on the spot. Our dead ends are not dead ends for God. Sometimes, if we're in a difficult spot in our life, if we've been struggling with some problem for so long, we can feel like there's no way out. It's over. But that is why the Lord gives us these readings to us today. He wants to remind us that for him there are no dead ends, only occasions for a new beginning. And God can make a new beginning for us at any moment in our lives, even in very old age. No disease or obstacle or burden is too great for God to reverse, is too great for God to transform into an occasion of his love and our transformation. That transformation is no further from us than the nearest confessional. When we go to the sacrament of reconciliation, we go with the same faith that the leper had as he approached Jesus, that God wants to make us clean. God wants to give us a new beginning. God wants to give us new life, no matter how old we happen to be. And in that sacrament, Jesus stretches out his arm, just as he did for the leper, and makes us new. May we imitate the leper's faith. May we never laugh at the promises of God in disbelief, but rather, like all three people we meet in today's readings, be transformed by the power of Christ's grace and be witnesses to that grace to the world.